3.
Now these things,
Hold on. Let me do this. This was a good idea.
now these things are the nations which the Lord left to prove Israel by them. That is, all in Israel had not previously experienced war in Canaan. Okay. It was only that the generations of the Israelites might know and be taught war, at least those who previously knew nothing of it. The remaining nations are the 5 lords of the Philistines, all the Canaanites, the Philistines, all the Canaanites, the Sidonians, and the Hivites who dwelt on Mount Lebanon, from Mount Baal Hermon to the entrance of Hamath. They were for the testing and proving of Israel to know whether Israel would listen and obey the commandments of the Lord, which he commanded their fathers by Moses. And the Israelites dwelt among the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. And they married their daughters and gave their own daughters to their sons and served their gods. Little g, guys, little g. It says this in Exodus chapter 34, verse 12 through 16. 7 goes on to say, and the Israelites did evil in the sight of the Lord, and forgot the Lord their God, and served the Baals and the Ashtaroths. Remember, Ashtaroths were the deities, the women. In chapter 2, they were the deities like Ashtaroth and Asherah. So the female deities, remember, okay? So the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he sold them into the land of Cushan, Rethaim, king of Mesopotamia. And the Israelites served Cushan, Rethaim, 8 years. But when the Israelites cried to the Lord raised up a deliverer for the people of Israel to deliver them, Othniel, son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother. Okay? The Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he judged Israel. He went out to war, and the Lord delivered Cushan, the king of Mesopotamia, into the hands of his hand, and his hand prevailed over Cushan Rishathaim, and the land had rest 40 years. Then Othniel, son of Kenaz, he died. 12 says, and the Israelites again did evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord strengthened Eglon, king of Moab, against Israel, because they had done what was evil in the sight of the Lord. And Eglon, he gathered to him the men of Ammon and Amalek, and went and smote Israel. And they possessed the city of palm trees. That's Jericho. And the Israelites served Eglon, king of Moab, 18 years. But when the Israelites cried to the Lord raised them up a deliverer. This guy's name is Ehud, son of Gera. It's a Benjamite. He's a Benjamite. A left-handed man. A left-handed man. And by him the Israelites sent tribute to Eglon, king of Moab. Ehud made himself a sword, a cubit long, which had 2 edges, and he girded it on his right thigh under his clothing. He brought the tribute to Eglon, king of Moab. Now Eglon was a very fat man, and when Ehud had finished presenting the tribute, he sent away the people who had carried it. 2 cubits long must have been really, really big. 19. He himself went with them as far as the sculptured, that's the boundary, stones near Gilgal, and then turned back and came to Eglon and said, I have a secret errand to you. Like who stood by him went out from him. When Ehud had come near to him as he was sitting alone in his cool upper apartment, Ehud said, I have a commission from God to execute to you. And the king arose from his seat. Then Ehud put forth his left hand and took the sword from his right thigh and thrust it into Eglon's belly. And the hilt also went in after the blade, and the fat closed upon the blade, for Ehud did not draw turn the sword out of his belly, and the dirt came out. Then Ehud went out into the vestibule and shut the doors of the upper room upon Eglon and locked them. When Ehud had gone out, Eglon's servants came. And when they saw the doors of the upper room were locked, they thought, surely he is seeking privacy while he relieves himself in the closet of the cool chamber. So they thought that he was seeking privacy while he relieved himself. 25. They waited a long time until they became embarrassed and uneasy. But when he still did not open the doors of the upper room, they took the key and opened them, and there lay their master fallen on the floor, dead. Ehud escaped while they delayed and passed beyond the boundaries, remember earlier, stones, the images, and escaped to Gera. When he arrived, he blew a trumpet in the hill country of Ephraim, and the Israelites went down from the hill country with him in their head. And he said to them, follow me, for the Lord has delivered your enemies, the Moabites, into your hands. So they went down after him and seized the fords of the Jordan against the Moabites, and permitted not a man to pass over. 29. They slew at that time about 10,000 Moabites, all strong, courageous men. Not a man escaped. So Moab was subdued that day under the hand of Israel, and the